Now let's use everything that we've learned about functions and about arrays and objects to create a flicker. And so this flicker is going to take an array of objects and it's going to let me cycle through that array of objects and display content on the objects on the screen. So like you can flick through images or texts or whatever. And so I'm going to start with my week 2. So I'm going to start with my week 3, and I'm going to grab these images from before and then paste those in here. And I'm going to create a new file, and I'll save this as animals.html, doc type HTML, HTML head title, and animal flicker. And then I'm going to load a script here, flicker.js, and I'm going to keep all the code for the flicker separated from everything else so that I can reuse this easily in other projects. Which means I also need a script for my animal content. And that's where my array of objects is going to live. And then one more script file. And this is going to be the thing that actually ties the flicker and the animal content into this particular page. So animal flicker demo.js. And actually, I think I want to call this, I would change the name of this page to Animal Flick Demo, but that's kind of long to type. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is now. So there's my scripts. I guess I'll add a style sheet as well. So link rel equal style sheet href equal animals.css. And then in the body, let's go ahead and add an image for a button, which I don't have yet. And then a div box. Put that on a separate line. And then an image for a right button. And we'll close off the body. And then I'm going to need IDs for all those things. Let me close off the HTML. So this is going to be right button. I'm sorry, that's left button. And this one's going to be right button. And then this is going to be content. Okay, so now I need a right button and a left button. Let's go to the browser. And I'm going to search for button icon. Let's go for arrow. Okay, and let's see. Let's go to images. And then I'm just going to find something that looks like it would be good to flick through images. I guess this is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and view image. That's really big. It's an SVG, so it scales. I think that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save that as, and then we'll go to the XAMPP folder, C XAMPP htdocs CIS133W week 5 images, and that one's pointing right, so this will be right.svg. And then let's actually go to the page that was on, and hopefully there's one pointing in the other direction, so we don't need to create our own. There's the one we want right there. And it's free, that's always good. So open image in new tab. Hopefully this is the SVG version, and it is. So we're going to go ahead and save that as left.svg. And since that's scalable, we're going to want to put a size on our image tags. Oh, and I call that left button, right button. So I have to make sure the names match. So I have left.svg, right.svg. So I'm just going to make that left and right, and make that SVG and SVG. And then we'll add a class equal arrow button, and we'll add a class here as well so that we can style it. And we need the animals.css to style this, so we'll create a new file and save as animals.css, and we want a class for arrow button dot arrow button, and let's set the width to 15 pixels and the height to 15 pixels. And let's see what we have so far. So I'm going to go to week 5, load animals.html. Oh, it's an images folder. So there should be images slash left and images slash right. Good. Okay, so there we are. And let me reorganize this a little bit. I'm actually going to move this div box below these two things. And I'm going to float this one right. So arrow button is going to be float right. I'm sorry, right button is going to be float right. Oh, I misspelled button. Okay, not great. So let's float that other one left. Oh. The left button is actually on the right, and the right button is actually on the left. There we go. Okay. And nope, those are backwards. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Right and left. Okay, there we go. So now I have my two buttons. And then the content div, I'm going to center the content inside of here. So we'll go content, text align, center. And just to check that out, we'll put a placeholder. Like so. All right. Now I'm getting some errors because I haven't created my JavaScript files. So let me go ahead and create the JavaScript files. I need flickr.js. And I need animals.js. Let's make a new file because I'm going to edit it. And AnimalFlickDemo.js. All right, so now I have all my files created, and if I reload, I'm good for the next step.